This is Indiaspora Intersections, a conversation series where we bring together remarkable voices from across the global Indian diaspora. United by our shared heritage and inspired by our diverse journeys, we connect leaders, creators, entrepreneurs, changemakers, and thinkers from around the world. At Indiaspora, we believe great ideas and lasting impact happen when people come together. So, in each episode, we go beyond the headlines and titles to explore the stories, values, and experiences that shape who our guests are and how they're helping shape the world. Welcome.
It's a real pleasure to welcome His Excellency Prithvirajsing Roopun, former President of the Republic of Mauritius, to Indiaspora Intersections. Mr. Roopun served as the 7th President of Mauritius from 2019 to 2024, representing his country at home and on the global stage during a period of significant global change. His presidency followed several decades of public life as a member of the parliament, a minister, and a lawyer. This long experience gives him a unique perspective on leadership, diplomacy, and the role that smaller nations can play in an increasingly complex world. He also brings particularly interesting perspective on the deep historical connections with India, Mauritius, and the wider African continent. From the journey of the Indian diaspora to today's economic, strategic, and people-to-people relationships. Mr. Roopun, privileged to have you with us. Welcome to Indiaspora Interactions.
It's my pleasure.
Let me start with this question. Your visit to the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya and to the Indentured Laborers Memorial in Calcutta were widely noted. What did those visits mean to you personally versus symbolically for the Mauritian Indian ties?
You know, it hasn't been my first visit to India. It was among the latest. I visited Ayodhya, if I'm not mistaken, February this year. I had the privilege of visiting Ayodhya when the Ram Mandir was being erected. I had the pleasure of visiting Varanasi in the past, so many historic places. And it was quite natural that after Ram Mandir was inaugurated, that I should pay my blessings, seek the blessing, pay my gratitude to India and through all that Ayodhya represents. Just to say that after visiting Ayodhya, I proceeded also during that same trip to Patna, the capital of Bihar, and paid tribute to the first president of India, we were commemorating the death anniversary. And I went also to the birthplace of Rajendra Prasad and in Dehradun, near to Patna. And all these places I have visited in my different visits have been like pilgrimage for me. It is like going back to our roots.
Right.
Be it in Kanyakumari, be it in Varanasi, be it in other places. And this is the feeling that I have every time I visit India.
Wonderful. You have spoken a lot about the Girmitia journey. Indentured Indian laborers who left through Calcutta for Mauritius in the 19th century. How does that history shape Mauritian national identity today?
Let me first of all state that I had the privilege, whilst I was Minister of Arts and Culture, to organize, together with India, together with UNESCO, a conference on the route of Girimitias. If I'm not mistaken, it was in 2015 or 16. We wanted to trace back, just like UNESCO had the slave route, how the slaves evolved from Africa to different regions. We had a similar conference, and it was replicated a few years afterwards, where we wanted to trace back the route of the Girimitias. As you know, from Calcutta, essentially, but also from Madras, from Mumbai. In the 1830s, indentured laborers left. First came to Mauritius. It was deemed to be the first experiment after slavery was abolished, and tried to see another way by which the laborers of India could, as if, replace those slaves in different colonial countries. Then they were still under British or French rule. And this is how we have indentured laborers from the north and south of India coming first to Mauritius. From Mauritius, some went to South Africa. From South Africa, even as far back as Trinidad, Tobago, Suriname, and so on. Right. You see, and for me, it is something. Whenever I visit India, I must say that in some way we are grateful. We are grateful that our forefathers left and were bold enough to leave India at that time and to venture, if I may say like this, into new countries. And for this, I believe that we should be full of admiration for what they had done.
Thank you. Nearly half of Mauritius' population traces roots to India. How do you see that demography reality translating into the soft power or leverage in Mauritius' foreign policy?
Being a member of the Indian diaspora, we wear two hats. We are citizens in our own right in the country where we are.
Right.
At the same time, we have got our emotional, historical, cultural link with India. And both are very important. Both are as important. And at the same time, both countries of which we form part have their own path,
right?
Their own exigencies. And we are as if in middle as the connecting factor.
Correct.
It is, I don't see it as an obstacle. I see it more like an opportunity. And this has always been how I look at things.
Okay.
Our connection with India, our connection with other parts of the world. You know, Mauritius is, we don't have any indigenous population. In Mauritius, we have settlers. Some come from Africa as slaves, others from indentured laborers, others from China. And each one has got its own history. Right. And today, Mauritius is a blend of all those history, all those culture. Right. And at the same time, we try to maintain our heritage. And this is how we have grown up, and this is how we are, and how I believe we shall be in the future. Diversity, at the same time, looking in the same direction insofar as the country is concerned.
Wonderful. What responsibility, if any, do you think India has towards the diaspora communities like Mauritius beyond the cultural and the religious ties?
Perhaps the word responsibility is a bit strong.
Okay.
I don't think that as a citizen of Mauritius, I should place any responsibility on India.
Mm-hmm. Understand.
But at the same time, I believe this connection, as so many Indians or Mauritians have said, it is a relation of blood, a konkarishta, as they say.
Right.
And this, we should accept it.
Right.
I may put the question on the other way. Do we have a responsibility about India?
Correct. Understand.
This is how we should look at it. But I look beyond this term responsibility. It is how we are coexisting, how we interact, how we help each other.
Right.
And without anything, as I say, without expecting anything in return.
Understand. Of course.
It is
More of a partnership.
More of a partnership, more of a bonding rather than a responsibility.
Got it. Mauritius is often called, at least in India, I keep hearing that it's the gateway to Africa. Do you think that framing still holds, and has it become outdated as India deepens direct ties with African countries?
This gateway started today. As I stated, it started even during the colonial days.
Right.
We passed through Mauritius. All Indian population who went abroad came through, or as if at least they transited from Mauritius. I won't say that there is this physical need today, but nevertheless, in truth and in fact, culturally, politically, geographically, emotionally, Mauritius still has a place for it to help connecting Asia all together, including India, of course, with Africa. The reason being, the fact that we are part of Africa, just like we are connected with India,
Right.
with China, with other regions.
Right. Right.
You see, and we also perhaps have the privilege of being also in the Indian Ocean,
Right.
in Africa, but outside Africa.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. How significant is India's role in the Mauritius economic development through investment, infrastructure, defense cooperation, compared to the other partners in China and EU? Do you see any kind of a vast difference in the way it is?
No, I won't say difference. Mauritius, as a sovereign state, has established diplomatic relationships with all friendly countries. Our relationship with India is beyond diplomacy.
Right.
It is cultural. It is one of blood.
Right.
Just like we have got many Mauritians who are connected with Europe. Many French people of French origin are there.
Right. Right.
We've got people of African origin. Right. Even in India, we've got indentured laborers not coming only from Bihar and UP, from Andhra Pradesh,
Right.
from Madras, from Mumbai, which means this is this blend, which coexist.
Right.
And we consider it as our strength not a weakness.
Understand. You addressed the UN summit on the future on UN summit of the future on behalf of Mauritius. What do small island developing states most need from that kind of a global forum that they currently aren't getting?
Before the UN, technically, there's no small or big state. We have got equal rights,
Right.
equal say, but of course, our voices are not as loud as other countries. But nevertheless, as a member of the SIDS, we are facing existential threat. And it is our duty to try to, first of all, join our voices to make our cause known, and at the same time to use all platforms to say loud and clear that climate change is a real threat for us. And we need the support of all our friendly countries to try to see how we can deal with that, the threat.
Right.
And I must say that within the UN, within all other international organizations, we have the support of so many friendly countries, including India. Even within the Indian Ocean, we have got so many interaction with India in terms of maritime security, in terms of development of the Indian Ocean, and in all aspects. And let me add also that in addition to the UN, we have also the Commonwealth.
Right.
The Commonwealth, where we have quite a large number of 6 countries forming part of the Commonwealth.
Right.
And even within AU, we have quite a few members of the AU.
Right.
Are within the AU, which means that the plight and the case for small island development states should be concurrently being advocated in all those forums. And that is what we are all doing.
Understand. As a small island state, how does Mauritius balance relationships among major powers like India, France, African Union, without becoming too dependent on them?
You know, we have had the privilege, if I may put it in inverted commas, of being, first of all, a French colony.
Right.
Then we became a British colony.
Right.
We have had people from different origin working together. And this helps us to understand the reality of each and every different nations. And it is essentially our attitude. We have always had an attitude of openness. We have always been open, friendly to all our neighbors, develop as if our arms are open for all our friends. We try to interact, to understand them, they understand us. We have a very special relationship, I must say.
Okay, lovely. On the climate change, is there anything more you would like to add? You addressed a little bit of it in the previous question when I asked that the existential issues of the island nations, and what are the concrete commitments from larger powers would you consider meaningful currently rather than being symbolic in the climate change space?
We have passed through one stage. Climate change is here.
Right.
Now it can't be reversed.
Correct.
we are in a stage where we need to adapt.
Right.
And adaptation is the order of the day. We are facing intense change in the pattern of season. We find it also in India, the monsoon.
Right. Absolutely.
We have got coastal erosion coming.
Right.
Very serious coastal erosion. I believe that what we need, we need that the whole world think about what are those mitigation measures that can be taken.
Right.
Whether climate change can be reversed, I am pessimistic. I am pessimistic.
Yeah.
But now we need to adapt.
Right. Like you look at Europe, the heat waves.
The heat waves.
Unexpected.
You see,
It's
each year a new record is being set.
Right.
New record is being set.
Correct.
And unfortunately, it is a bit late.
Yeah.
But adaptation needs funds. Unfortunately, much has been promised, but barely anything delivered so far.
Right.
And this is going to be my appeal. We need to act.
Right.
And small island development states like Mauritius can't do it alone.
Absolutely.
We don't have the means.
Right. Absolutely.
And we have been, unfortunately, we are not responsible for the climate change.
Right.
Also.
Correct. On a lighter note, is there a classic Hindi film or an old song from your youth that you find yourself returning to these days?
I know I am old, but why going to the old songs and old films?
When you grow up, you have a song and a film in mind which stays with you. Is there something?
But you know, what is interesting, old songs are being remixed.
Yeah, no, of course. Yes.
Then we can't say old songs. I am surprised, at times when I listen to my kids, my daughters, grown up now, singing Indian songs. I say, do you know that film? They told me, yes, it has been remixed. The same lyrics, which means that we can't say old song today.
Yeah.
There is a revival of old songs coming, new tune.
Right.
It is just as relevant today as it was yesterday.
Right. But is there a song which comes to your mind? If I tell you, please sing me a Hindi song which you like, what comes to your mind immediately?
A lot of songs. I may say a lot of songs. And, unfortunately, I can't remember the film.
Okay.
I remember that it was a film around Gandhi, quite recent.
Okay.
And where you have somebody, the hero who wanted to follow the Gandhiji, you see. And there is one song in that. Sorry, I don't have it now, but
okay.
But
That's one of the songs.
One of the songs.
Okay.
But ghazals also.
Yeah.
Not Hindi films.
Yeah.
Right. See? You have got a repertoire of ghazals, which I like.
Okay. Lovely. Okay, there is an interesting question which we have come up with. What is a home-cooked dish? Maybe something your mother or grandmother used to make that you craved most during your years of service?
But why? What about my wife?
You usually will talk about what your mother cooked and your grandmother cooked,
You know, these dishes. It is not only the old generation still being cooked.
Of course.
I remember it was one of the Indian dignitaries coming to Mauritius I can't remember who, and talking with our former Prime Minister for the Pongal, the 14th of January.
Yeah.
And our former Prime Minister telling him that, we prepare khichdi as a tradition. For Pongal.
It's very common. It still continues.
And it still continues.
Even in India.
Just to tell you that for us it is the present, it isn't the past.
Right.
Coming to that, let me say that to answer to your question, I like particularly the kheer of my wife.
Oh, lovely.
I like the fish curry of my mother-in-law.
Okay.
And all the dishes that my nanny used to prepare.
Okay.
A repertoire. A repertoire. But otherwise, and as a matter of fact, whenever I visit India, I try as far as possible to eat and to discover the dish of that region.
Okay.
You see, if tomorrow I come to Kerala,
Yeah.
I'm going to have
the local dish.
Local dish.
Yeah.
And even in India, in each state,
Absolutely.
you have got so many different cuisines. And yet to discover.
I mean, we keep discovering it every day, even today. Every 100, I mean, in India, the saying is that every 100 kilometers you travel, you find another dish, another language, another set of clothing. Everything is different.
But at the same time, we have the privilege, I must say, to discover within Mauritius dishes from different regions of
the world itself?
No, in India itself.
Okay.
When we celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi, essentially from people of Marathi origin, we are going to have what is from Maharashtra.
Right.
When we celebrate Kavadi or Varshapurapu, we are going to have dishes from Madras.
Right.
We have now a good Kerala community. For the Onam.
Yeah, of course.
We have things from Kerala.
Right.
When we celebrate Yugadi.
Yeah.
You have Andhra.
Yeah, correct.
When you go to North India, of course, you have got the dishes.
Yeah.
All these are within our reach.
Right.
And this is, we should say that we are quite happy with that. We have our biryani.
Right.
And biryani from different regions. You see? The kebab.
Yeah. Lovely.
So many.
Well, thank you, Excellency. It was a great conversation. Love to talk to you. I must tell you that in one of our annual forums, which we do every year, we would love to invite you. I will definitely send you an invitation formally.
Thank you.
I hope that you can come and share some of your experiences of a diaspora leader who's been so involved with the world in general. Thank you so much for your time and lovely to talk to you.
Thank you. As I say, it will be a pleasure for me to accept your invitation.
Thank you.
And as I say, Tata Hastu, I can come. And at the same time, let me say that you can count on my support in diaspora.
Thank you.
To try to give my little help in promoting the objectives of diaspora.
Thank you so much.
In terms of connecting, bonding.
Right.
Diaspora with India, but also diaspora among themselves.
Right.
Because we try to forget that it is about 35 million.
Right.
And I was just reading some time back, in Africa, we've got 54 countries.
Right.
40 of those countries have got a population less than 35 million.
Oh, okay.
Just to give you
Some statistics. Okay.
the comparison
Yeah.
of the Indian diaspora.
Right.
Not in one place,
Right.
scattered over 5 continents,
Right.
in around 20 to 25 countries.
Okay.
And those diaspora, African diaspora, Indian African diaspora, those from US, from UK, from South Asia,
Right.
there should also be some exchanges,
Right.
because the reality on the ground in those different regions
Right. So
need to be
that's
shared.
That's
Needs
our
to be shared.
Yeah, correct. And that's our endeavor at Indiaspora, to connect this 35 million people together on a common platform. And that's what we're aspiring to do. Hopefully,
I should wish you good luck
thank you so
and
much.
say that
Thank
we are
you.
here to give our humble support and help whenever the need arises.
Right. And I had the privilege of visiting Mauritius last year. And there were some really good meetings we had, and getting to know the country, people. It was really nice. Thank you again.
It's my pleasure.